A husband is what's left of a sweetheart after the nerve has been extracted. I have a thing for older women. I love to hold them down and watch them struggle. My wife and I have sex almost every day, almost on Monday, almost on Tuesday. The best way to get most husbands to do something is to suggest that perhaps they're too old to do it. Sex is one of the most beautiful, natural experiences that money can buy. My sex life is like a Ferrari. I don't have a Ferrari. I told my wife the truth. I told her I was seeing a psychiatrist. Then she told me the truth, that she was seeing a psychiatrist, 2 plumbers, and a bartender. The 4 most beautiful words in our common language, I told you so. Having sex is like playing bridge. If you don't have a good partner, you better have a good hand. I didn't have a lot of sex when I was a kid. But I did have a lot of fun. A man is like a deck of cards. You need a heart to love him, a diamond to marry him, a club to beat him, and a spade to bury the dead one. Sex without love is an empty experience, but as empty experiences go, it's one of the best. I don't need a man to complete me. I need a man to annoy me. The only time a woman really succeeds in changing a man is when he is a baby. When you're right, no one remembers. When you're wrong, no one forgets. I never forget a face, but in your case, I'll be glad to make an exception. The secret of a happy marriage remains a secret. You can't buy happiness, but you can buy a boat, and that's pretty close. Love is sharing your popcorn, but not your fries. There's a fine line between a lover and a friend, and I think that line is drawn in the bed. A bachelor is a man who never makes the same mistake once. If love is blind, why is lingerie so popular? You know you're in love when you can't fall asleep because reality is finally better than your dreams. I want to be a stay-at-home wife. I don't need a therapist, I have my family. My wife says I never listen to her. At least I think that's what she said. I love deadlines. I like the whooshing sound they make as they fly by. I'm just a girl, standing in front of a boy, asking him to love her. Just kidding, I'm actually just here for the pizza. The best part of being alone is that you really don't have to talk to yourself. Behind every successful man is a surprised woman. I'm in shape. Round is a shape. I'm not saying that I'm not a good lover. I'm just saying that my last girlfriend had a stronger sense of smell. The road to success is dotted with many tempting parking spaces. If you think I'm crazy, you should see my friends. The difference between sex and love is that sex is a lot of fun and love is a lot of work. I know I'm going to get old, but I didn't think I'd get this old this fast. A woman needs a man like a fish needs a bicycle. I don't need sex. I'm too busy to be in a relationship. You can't make everyone happy, you're not a taco. A man in love is incomplete until he has married. After that, he's finished. Why do men like intelligent women? Because they don't like dumb ones. I'd like to be a fly on the wall when you're getting dressed. I know I'm going to get old, but I didn't think I'd get this old this fast. The only thing I know about sex is that I'm not getting any. I think I'm going to start a diet. I think I'll make it a seafood diet. I see food and I eat it. The best way to remember your wife's birthday is to forget it once. I told my therapist about my sex life. She said, "That's why you need a therapist." Men are like software. You should never use them until they're out of beta. You know you're in a committed relationship when you can fart in front of each other. I told my wife she should embrace her mistakes. She gave me a hug. Men marry because they are tired, women, because they are curious, both are disappointed. Love is like a rubber band, it can stretch and snap. I'm not arguing. I'm just explaining why I'm right. I used to be indecisive, but now I'm not so sure. A woman's work is never done, but it's always a lot more fun with a man around. When a man opens a car door for his wife, it's either a new car or a new wife. I want to be a stay-at-home wife. Life is short. Smile while you still have teeth. You can't have everything. Where would you put it? The most important thing in a relationship is to be honest. I'm really honest with my spouse, and that's why I'm still. Men are like wine, some turn to vinegar, but the best improve with age. I'm not saying I'm the best lover, but I definitely give it my all. Especially if there's a snack involved. Sex is the most fun you can have without laughing. I'd like to be a little more outgoing, but I'm not outgoing enough to try. I don't have a girlfriend. But I do have a dog, and that's close enough. There are only two kinds of people in the world, those who have a strong sex drive and those who lie about it. I don't know what makes you so special, but I'd like to see you naked. If you think you're too small to be effective, you've never been in bed with a mosquito. The only time to be positive you have a clear path is when you're on the edge of a cliff. Men are like parking spots, all the good ones are taken and the rest are handicapped. My husband and I have a secret to making a marriage last. 2 times a week. I'm just a girl, standing in front of a boy, asking him to love her. Just kidding, I'm actually just here for the pizza. The road to success is dotted with many tempting parking spaces. You know you're in love when you can't fall asleep because reality is finally better than your dreams. Sex is the best exercise. You can burn calories without even having to leave your bed. A woman's mind is cleaner than a man's, she changes it more often. I told my computer I needed a break, and now it won't stop sending me beach wallpapers. I love you, but I love pizza more. Marriage is a relationship in which one person is always right and the other is a husband. Sex is like air, it's not important unless you aren't getting any. Why do they call it rush hour when nothing moves? Sex is a part of nature. I go along with nature. The best way to get most husbands to do something is to suggest that perhaps they're too old to do it. I don't have a girlfriend. But I do have a dog, and that's close enough. The 4 most beautiful words in our common language, I told you so. I told my wife the truth. I told her I was seeing a psychiatrist. Then she told me the truth, that she was seeing a psychiatrist, 2 plumbers, and a bartender. I don't have a girlfriend. But I do have a dog. And that's close enough. I told my wife she should embrace her mistakes. She gave me a hug. I'd like to be a fly on the wall when you're getting dressed. The hardest part of being a parent is that you can't put your child on eBay. You can't make everyone happy, you're not a taco.